Hello and welcome to another edition of Sandshark Bites. I'm your host, Justin Jarrett, Sports Information Director at USCB, joined, as always, except for that one time, by my friend and co-host, James A. Duffy.
It's touching to hear you call me your friend. I appreciate
You're my buddy.
that. All right.
It's a friendly place here.
It is a friendly
safe
place
space.
here.
It's come to a head. We've reached. We took the week off last week. It was kind of a slow week. In the USCB athletics world, it was a wild week in the greater world.
The greater world,
but
yes.
in our little bubble, it was a slow week. So we took the week off, and now we're going to put a bow on things for the fall. And not a lot left to go on. We can catch people up a little bit and look forward to one more event, but we're coming down to the end of it here, and it's been a fun ride this fall.
It's so quiet, but I'm so busy with so many other things right now. I'm kind of glad there's no big sporting activities going on because I am too busy to attend. But we finished up the soccer season.
Yeah, we've had a little time to catch our breath. Soccer, of course, I think since we last spoke to these fine folks on the interwebs or wherever they're watching us today.
We had just beaten SCAD at home, and it was great.
Yes, we had a huge win over SCAD in the playoffs. First win in postseason play in program history. Fantastic. A penalty kick goal by Karen Pimentel. It was a very exciting match. And then we tried to shock the world and go to Kaiser and face the number 3 team in the country, and didn't work out for us. But
boy, it was close, though. It was such a good game that first half. It was real close to being tied 2-2 going into the half.
Yeah. Lost that one 3-1. Surprisingly, the first time we've ever scored against Kaiser. So there's been a mental block there, and even some of the players who are seniors talked to Coach Heberling about, this is going to be huge for the team's confidence going forward. We know we can play with top team in the conference and one of the top teams in the country now, and the players that are coming back, and there are so many of them who played key roles this year. It's really going to be huge, and I know the coaching staff says that the players that they're getting interest from on the recruiting front are a level above what we've seen in the past. So an opportunity for another great recruiting class, and I'm already excited for next year.
USCB Sandshark's a team to watch.
Yeah, and 2 of the players that are coming back were all-conference honorees, including Haley Pena, who we've talked about a lot this season, first-team pick. So the first-team All-Sun Conference player in USCB soccer history, which is well-deserved and very exciting. She had a phenomenal season, broke all her own records, and she's back for another year to do it again.
Then Ellen Sturson?
Ellen Sturson was a honorable mention pick, and frankly, I think she was better than that. I think she's a little bit overlooked, but for me, she was one of the best center backs in the conference, and also probably could have been one of the best outside backs or one of the best midfielders or one of the best forwards. She's just a phenomenal player. Football coaches talk about high motor players. She's high motor. She's going just 110% all the time. That's mathematically impossible, but she's going 100% all the time. Never lets up, and just a real desire that I think at times has been lacking in the past, that to have that leadership of a player who just wants to win so badly. Aline has that.
And you can see her spreading that around the field, too. It's contagious on the field. We
Absolutely.
got 5 students, academic,
sure.
all something.
I'll take your word on that.
Yeah.
3.5 GPA, sophomore or above is
Claudia
a requirement
Dahl,
there.
Brittany Neeser, Brittany Lorenz, Bridget Noonan, and somebody else.
Who are you
There's
missing?
somebody else in my notes down there on the floor. Taylor Superior.
Taylor Superior,
Yes,
of course.
congratulations, all 5 of you. Way to go, because it is the scholar in the scholar athlete that we like to promote as well.
And a number of players who are very close to getting that honor as well, who have above a 3.0 but not quite the 3.5 threshold, which is, that's a pretty lofty standard to hold a student athlete to. So congratulations to them and all players who played key roles on the team too. So they are well-rounded students. So a great season for soccer. Men's and women's golf have wrapped up for the fall. Only one sport left competing, and that is cross country. The last big event of the fall. They're actually in St. Louis right now, your old stomping grounds. I got pictures from the Arch a little bit earlier. Betsy Douglas and Nick O'Neill competing at the national championships in cross country in St. Louis or near St. Louis.
Elsa, Illinois.
I'm not familiar with Elsa.
Well, there's not much to be familiar with.
There's a farm out there where you can run, apparently.
There's a lot of corn.
So that's the last hurrah for a lot of people. It's the last hurrah for Betsy Douglas in cross country. She'll still have 2 more years of track and field. Last cross country race for Nick O'Neill as well. He'll have this season in track and field. And it's the last hurrah for Coach Larry Kimball, who has been a frequent guest on the program and the longest tenured USCB athletics staff member. He goes all the way back to before we even had athletics. We were just in athletics development. He was the first guy that Kim Abbott hired way back when, and helped her build the whole thing from the ground up. And he's calling it a career. He's going to retire for the 2nd time. He retired from Verizon, moved down here, and took on a 2nd career coaching USCB cross country. And we wish Coach Kimball whatever's beyond the best.
Yeah,
that's
whatever
what we wish for
whatever
that
the
guy.
next success he is, whether it's organic gardening or ship in a bottle building or whatever he's going to do, it's going to be great and good for him. Just not anybody more well liked and respected in what he does and the students' lives that he's touched. We're really going to miss him here.
Yeah, he really is Mr. Sandshark in a way. I mean, he's been around since the start, and he still will be around, by the way. He's going to continue to volunteer whenever possible, and he's got a new passion project he's working on now, and that's raising funds to help build a track and field complex on campus, which I really think is going to become a reality. There's a lot of support for it, and with Coach devoting his time to it and his relentless effort to it, I think it's going to happen. Yeah,
there's no reason that it shouldn't. Pieces are in place. Budget's kind of been sketched out and shouldn't take much.
Yeah,
and some money.
And what a tribute to Coach Kimball it would be for him to see that through. You know, I mean, that would be the perfect capper for him to kind of put a bow on what's been a phenomenal career here at USCB. And another.
You're ready for Christmas with all the bows you're putting on things, aren't you?
Did I put another bow on something?
You started off the show by putting a bow on this whole season.
I did.
Here.
Well, my wife made us decorate for Christmas last weekend.
I'll put my finger on your bows for you, though.
We had to decorate for Christmas last weekend and spread some joy throughout our household. So we're loving life right now. We're going to be on the island staycationing with family over Thanksgiving when we usually put out the Christmas decorations. So we got to do it early. So yeah, I'm in the Christmas spirit.
Good. All right.
Festive
I have
spirit.
Nothing wrong with that.
But how about we put another bow on Coach's career with another All-American, because Betsy Douglas has promised me a top 5 finish at the national championships.
Your jinxing potential never fails to astonish me.
No, you can't jinx someone like Betsy Douglas. She's phenomenal. I actually ran a mile with her the other day, or I should say she ran a mile with me.
Yeah.
She saw me heading out for a run and said she would come along with me. And I said
she was carrying the transmission from her car.
Yeah. I said I don't think you want to run with me, and she said I'll run at your pace for a mile and then I'll take off. So she trotted around with me for a mile.
Backwards.
Had a good talk, and man,
in boots.
Yeah, she could have. She flew by me later on in my run. It was pretty funny, but I'm hoping and expecting another All-American finish from her, and the sky's the limit. Nothing would shock me, even if she won the race. And I know Nick O'Neill, his aspirations are not quite as high, but I know he's going to give 100%. Whatever he's got, he's going to leave it out there. He keeps talking about his last ride and Kimball's last ride. So he's been a proud Sandshark for 4 years, and he's going to give it his all, and we'll see how good that is. So it's going to be fun to keep an eye on that on Saturday. Keep an eye on our Facebook, Twitter, website, all that stuff for reports on how the runners do at cross country nationals. And that'll be it for the fall season. It's flown by.
The bows are put on it.
It's been a lot of fun. It's all bowed up. But we have one other event to wrap up the fall season. We got to catch up with Carlo one more time. And I believe this was actually your idea for a segment.
I may have kind of fostered an idea and
kind of a jaywalking type thing, a man on the street thing with some of our more interesting player names, asking students to pronounce the names of some of our student athletes who have interesting last names that are perhaps difficult to pronounce.
Yes.
So Carlo went out and we're used to butchering these on the air.
Yeah.
You know, we have to broadcast and things like that. It takes some work. But what about unsuspecting souls who have never seen the name in their life and they have a note card stuck in front of them and try to pronounce it? See how they do and get a little feel for what it's like to be a broadcaster or something of that sort. So let's catch up with Carlo and have a few laughs right here on Sandshark Bites.
Welcome back to Catching Up with Carlo. Today, we're going to see how well USCB students truly know their student athletes. We're going to go up to random students and see if they can pronounce some athletes' last names. Does your last name get mispronounced?
Yes, all the time.
Yes, they do.
A lot. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot.
Can you please correctly pronounce your last name for us?
It's pretty easy actually. It's La Pa Raj Kit.
Lerapotic.
Lamparoke.
Laparokit. Laprojkit.
Lapor kit. Lapor. Nope, I don't know that one.
I don't even. Laprokit. Laprokit.
I don't know.
Laparigikit? I don't know what this name is.
La. Skip that.
Knutsch.
Notesk.
Kinoshtik. Kotish.
Nost.
Notsich. Noskek.
No shit.
Nodich? Nodich? Noach?
Knoche.
Slor.
Sklo.
Slew.
Slu. Gulu.
Slew.
Slew.
Skolo.
Shlu? Is that? Okay.
Shlu.
Slew.
Slow?
Genlat.
Gilead. Gilead. Gigat.
Julianat.
Gignalia. Gignalet.
Galant. Ginalet. Gignalat.
Gignalat.
Gignalat? Nat? Lat?
Gillilanot. I said that so wrong just now.
Sturson.
Thurston.
Trustesson.
Sturson.
Sturson. Jerson.
Sturiston.
Sturson.
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 Alpenmyr.
Alpinier.
Alpinmere. Ampamir.
Alpenmeyer.
Alpenmyr.
Alpenmere.
Alpenmeyer.
Alpenmeyer.
Alpenmeyer? Appenmeyer?
Oh, no. I can't.
Carlo. Always a good time catching up with Carlo, and that was pretty fun. Pretty fun. Good idea.
It's clever. It's easy when you got the tools to work with.
There you go. There you go. Well, we've got to do one more thing, and then we're going to see you off into the winter. We do have to select a Sandshark Bites Student Athlete of the Week, and it's really over a 2-week span because nobody participated this past week. So if we're going back 2 weeks, you're looking at the SCAD soccer game is about what we're looking at, and my.
Because we can't give it to Betsy Douglas on spec.
Right. We can't. Yeah, exactly. We can't do that.
We probably wouldn't go far wrong, but
you know, we could though say that Haley Pena, first team all-conference selection. Although it didn't happen on the field during this time, we could honor her for that. So let's do it.
Let's
go
do it.
One more time.
Haley
Let's give it
Pena,
to
one more
Haley
time.
Pena, the Sandshark Bites Student Athlete of the Week, for being named the first team All-Sun Conference selection in USCB soccer history. So that is a wrap on the fall season of Sandshark Bites. So now we can look ahead to
February,
to the spring, and before you know it, it'll be February. We're looking at February 4th is the tentative home opener for both softball and baseball. It'll be double-double, SID's dream. Montreat College
so if
coming
you've
in.
got time and want to volunteer doing anything
Yes.
at Hardyville,
Yes.
we'll take it.
So we'd have Montreat coming in for softball and Northwestern Ohio coming in for baseball. I say tentative because anytime you try to play baseball in February, even in the low country, there are some hurdles you can run into.
It could drop to 45, 50 degrees.
Yeah, yeah. So you can grab the schedules off the website and keep an eye on that. We'll keep that updated. We'll certainly keep you posted if we have any schedule changes as time goes on.
We need to work on our pronunciation of some of those names too.
Yes.
But we no longer have humans and yeomans and
yeah, baseball and softball
Neshatka.
baseball and softball are pretty straightforward this time.
Neshatka.
Neshatka was a good one.
Neshatka, yeah, that was right. Yeah.
We don't even have Schaffhauser anymore.
Yeah.
We do have Estepari.
Izerski.
We do have Azerski. We're gonna have a couple of good teams.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that right now. You're gonna enjoy coming out and watching Sandshark baseball and softball. Baseball, I'm really excited just to see that infusion of a new culture, just a shot in the arm from a new coaching staff. I think it's going to be. Last season was phenomenal. I think this year has a chance to be even better. And softball has a lot of young new players who are going to learn the ropes of the program, but I think really going to have a strong season, and I'm looking forward to that too, and looking forward to seeing Baby Hollis out there cheering them on, Baby Hollis Everling. So it's going to be a good time at the ballpark. Bundle up February 4th. Come on out to Hardyville. Check out some Sandshark baseball and softball. And other than that, just watch reruns of Sandshark Bites on the county channel, I suppose.
Yeah, right.
We're calling it a winter, and we'll
Put
see you back. Put a bow on it. We'll do not open until February.
Yeah.
So it's been a great season. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time come spring, or what passes for spring here in the Low Country. Until then, be sure and keep those fins up.